To the Bharatas, now please hear from me about the three kinds of happiness by which the conditioned soul enjoys and by which he sometimes comes to the end of all distress. Yes. So Krishna is again continuing. Last week it was about renunciation, vairag. Vairag is very important, but here is the goal of all human beings, happiness, right? Now in the Vedanta Sutra we know the start is what? Atato Brahma Jignyas, right? Now you're a human being, more or less. You should inquire into the Supreme. Then Vedavyas gives the definition of the Supreme. Janmadi Ashyata. The Supreme is that from whom everything emanates. Just like Krishna says in the Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matak sarvam pravadate. That from me everything material and spiritual emanates. So he is Janmadi Ashyata. Then the third verse of the Brahma Sutras, the Vedanta Sutras, is Anandamoy Vyasat. So Krishna, he's the source of everything, but he is full of transcendental Ananda. So this is the real definition of the Supreme. He's not only the Supreme Controller, he has many energies that have emanated from him, but also rasa has emanated from him. Rasa means mellow taste, that we enjoy. These are the 3 points in the Dasamula for understanding the Supreme Person. Dasamula Tattva means the 10 primary points of Vedic philosophy. So these 3, always remember these. Hare Ishvara, Krishna is the Ishvara. The Supreme Lord is the Ishvara. Second point, Hare refers Radha Krishna. So second point is Achintya Shakti. He is possessed of Achintya Shakti that is inconceivable by material calculation, and the variety of these Shaktis is inconceivable, and the depth of these Shaktis is inconceivable. So he is full of unlimited Shakti, unlimited variety of Shakti. He's Ishvara, unlimited Shaktis, and then his third point in the Dashmula Tattva is Rasavai Saha. He's the embodiment of rasa. Rasa means mellow taste. So these correspond very interestingly to the basic format of the soul. Satchit Ananda Vigraha. We are eternal, Krishna is eternal. Chit, he's conscious, so we are also conscious beings. And Ananda means bliss. Anandamoy Vyasat. We also have a little bliss, and we want to enjoy bliss. The explanation at the beginning of the Chaitanya Charitamrita is that Radha and Krishna are one, but they have separated themselves eternally. Radha and Krishna means Hare, the supreme energy, Radha and Krishna. But then the reason is given, why have they separated themselves eternally? So Krishna Das Kaviraj, quoting here and there, gives the explanation. For creation, for the eternal pastimes, is to enjoy the bliss of pastimes, right? So this is a very simple point, but it rings a bell within our soul, because we are also Angsa of Supreme. Why do we exist? We want happiness, we want bliss, we want to taste the mellow taste, we want to be in love, we want to have variety, we want to have experience, we want to be thrilled, we want to enjoy, right? This is the nature, right? We don't wake up in the morning and then think, I'm going to make myself miserable today. We think, oh, let's have, except maybe if we're depressed. We wake up and think, oh, it's winter, let me have a cup of lemongrass tea. Let me speak to my friends. So Krishna we have this impetus to enjoy happiness, sukham, this general word there, because that is Krishna. That is Radha and Krishna. The whole reason for the creation is happiness. And if you think about it, or have happiness, or different mellows and different tastes, and if you think about it, can you replace that with a better motivation? This is what we all want. This is coming from Krishna, and we are answer of Krishna, so in our heart we want to enjoy, right? Why are you coming to class today? Because you think, oh, I'll enjoy some interesting knowledge. I'll get some association. This will help me. So the motivation of the whole creation is happiness, sukham, rasa, raga. So that is why we want happiness, because Krishna wants happiness. But Krishna is, as Prabhupada had a small book once, he's still there, of course. Krishna is reservoir of all pleasure, because he is aham sarvasya, everything is emanated from Krishna, but also all rasa vaisaha is there. Krishna has a chincha shakti, yes. We look at the sunset. Tomorrow there's a grahan, but we look at the sunset but we don't think this is just the energy of Krishna. We think, oh, look how beautiful it is. We see the different colors, the shades changing as the sun sets and so on. And we enjoy the rasa, the vision that we see. So this creation is not just energy, but it is rasa, because it is an expression of Krishna. It is full of energy, but those energies have rasa. So here in this section of the Gita, Krishna is informing Arjuna, and thereby us, find your pleasure in the correct way. Because in the spiritual world, it is the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, right, which translates as the nectar of devotion. People are in the ocean of nectar and rasa. They have their stahibhav. They're in Madhurya Ras, they're in Vatsalya Ras, they're in Sakya Ras, and they're all interacting, and all these mellows are there. The secondary rasas are there: laughter, astonishment, chivalry, compassion, anger, dread, and ghastliness. These are secondary rasas. They mix with the stahibhav, the fixed or the base foundational mood that we have in our soul. And then Rupa Goswami, here in Nectar of Devotion, he gives 33 sanchari bhavs. The sanchari bhavs are also called vaibhavs. They're stimulating factors. And they stimulate all this interplay of rasa, interplay of devotion. And so it is a whole ocean, bhakti rasamrita, of nectar, eternally. But that is not fully available. That is not available to the conditioned soul. Why? Because the spirit soul in the material world is thinking, how I can enjoy. Whereas in the spiritual world, the Supreme Lord, Radha and Krishna, all the devotees, Gauranga, they're thinking how to give pleasure to the other person, to the other. So when Krishna meets the gopis, he smiles, he feels happiness. And then the gopis see that Krishna is feeling happiness upon seeing us. So they feel pleasure. And then when Krishna sees that they are feeling pleasure to see me, he feels pleasure. So there is a reciprocation of ecstasy in this way. Now the reversal in the material world, because people are selfish, particularly Matsarya is the problem, people become more or less happy to see the displeasure of others. Oh, you lost your job. You have a problem. Oh, that's very bad. Huh? So this is the reversal of the psychology. And they become unhappy to see the pleasure of others. Oh, you inherited 1 lakh from your mother. Oh, I'm not happy about that. I still have to work in the petrol station. Now you're going on holiday. So in the spiritual world, because of this unselfishness, everyone is Atmaram, they're purified, they're feeling the happiness of bliss, Satchit Ananda, they are blissful within themselves, and through this bhakti bhav, they're connected with Rasavai Saha, the source of all pleasure. But in the material world, we're searching, I was discussing with Madhusudan just a few moments ago, we're searching for a Dhanam Janam Sundarim, right? We want money, we think, if I have money, that will be my insurance against the material problems. Then if I have money, a big factory or an office, I'll have followers, employees, I'll have status. And then I can exploit this status for sensuality, sundarim, marriage, children, dynasty. I think, oh, this will give me pleasure. But Prabhupada points, this is chewing the chewed. And in this secondary nature, in this material nature of selfishness, we never feel prem. Our loving propensity is not reposed upon Krishna, our Supreme Lord. It's reposed upon ourselves. So we pursue this, but we never become satisfied. Therefore, in the earlier Gita, divine and demoniac natures, Krishna explains the demoniac mentality. So much wealth do I have today. So I may be a banker with billions and trillions under my control, but I want more. Why? Because billions doesn't satisfy it. I'm not satisfied. I have more power and more, because I think that will increase my pleasure. The Dhanamna Sundarim. I think I want more status, I want more control. And then I don't want just one wife, I want 100 wives. Like we sometimes in history, big kings or moguls, they have a whole harem, but they don't enjoy. This is confirmed. They just, because you have to reboot. Because these are material pleasures. Without connection to Krishna, this is the material mentality. But if we connect with Krishna, then we become connected to Anandam Buddhivardhanam, We become connected not just to the supreme power, Parameshwara, but and the supreme energies, but we become Anandamoy Vyasat. We become connected to the reservoir of all pleasure. But the way to connect is through pure bhakti. So here, Arjuna is being prepared to understand, and we are through this, what is pure bhakti. So Krishna has taught what is detachment in different modes, what is attachment. So today's coming to this verse is how the conditioned soul tries to get pleasure in this world. But it's always under the three modes. So we look at the next verse. About the three modes, right? Yes. So number 37. That which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end is just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization, is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. So in the beginning, we take to sadhana bhakti, and we follow regulative principles, and we regulate our tongue, belly, genitals, we regulate our words, everything. And this may be like poison, because in the material world the senses are let loose. But if we want to attain self-realization of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, we have to perform tapasya, self-control. Tapasya means voluntary self-control. And we have to then fix the consciousness upon Krishna. So that may be like poison. But at the end it's like nectar. Why? Because when the senses are controlled and we have overcome our nathas, then we become nishta. And then we get ruchi. Then we get a shakti. Ruchi means taste, spiritual taste. Then we get attachment to Krishna. Then we get bhava, which is preliminary love of God. And then we get prem. And then we blossom into this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So at the end it's nectar, but at the beginning, I have to go to Mangalarti. I can't take drink daru, I can't take this, I can't do that. And I used to enjoy all those things. So it may seem like poison at the beginning. But and which awakens one to self-realization. Is said to be in happiness in the mode of goodness. Now you're all devotees, you understand this, you're all very learned. We have to practice self-control, bhajana kriya. We have to control the senses, and at the same time we have to avoid aparad. These are the two things. We regulate the senses in Krishna consciousness, prasadam, regulated, sattva gun, and we avoid aparad. And then we attain the grace of Krishna if at the same time we practice lolam. This tapasya is my offering to you, Krishna. Please give me realization of you, self-realization. So, that happiness which is derived with contact of the senses, with their objects, and which appears like nectar at first, but poison at the end, is said to be happiness in the mode of passion, right? So what does that mean? In Japan, I lived in Japan, they have a saying in Japan. They have a saying in Japan that a man takes a drink, meaning alcohol, and then the drink takes another drink, and then the drink takes the man. Do you follow? At the beginning, a man goes to a drinking place, he takes oh, I feel good, right? They get a buzz from the alcohol. Then they think, I'll have another one. So the drink, the first drink, takes a second drink. And then those drinks take the man. And he loses. And so then at the beginning of the night, 8 o'clock, they call it happy hour, right? Sometimes. Oh, yes, I'm happy. Oh, yes, my baseball team won yesterday. Oh, I'm so happy. But at the end of the night, I've spent all my money. My wife hates me. She wants a new dress. But I'm spending all the money on alcohol. I'm depressed. You? I'll fight you. So this is the progression. This is what Krishna is talking about, this happiness in the mode of passion. You try to enjoy, but the result is pap, sin. We become unhappy. So this is very instructive. We should always remember that yes, we, as devotees, we want to perform tapasya, and our material conditioning may come forward and say, it's a Ekadashi, I know. Tomorrow is Gorpanim and holy. You're supposed to fast all day. There's a Grahan, never mind. I'm going to get 1 kilo of doodh pakori and eat it. So what happens? We become sick, diabetic, you understand? So the senses, uncontrolled, they give a little happiness at the beginning, but they give unhealthiness at the end. So all this knowledge here given by Krishna is to educate us so that we don't become weak in our tapasya. And then the third one, mode of ignorance, that happiness, which is blind to self-realization, and which is delusion from beginning to end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be in the nature of ignorance. So now all over the world, people, not everyone of course, they're taking drugs, right? Fentanyl and heroin and cocaine, and people become rich. So they take all these delusional drugs. What happens? Do they become self-realized? No. They go to the rehab. Right? Why? Because, oh, I'm a famous movie star, pop star, I have unlimited women and drugs and this. And then, hey, doctor, take me to the rehab. Clean the liver, clean the blood. I'm half dead. This is just a sample. You all understand, you all know. So this knowledge that Krishna is giving Arjuna is for us. Because the intelligent person, you're all intelligent devotees, learns by seeing, not necessarily by experiencing. Right? If you want to understand what is suffering or happiness in the mode of ignorance, Keshi Daman was talking about this. Now let me see if it's actually true. I'll go and buy some daru from the Sundarak road, I found out, and I'll drink it, and I'll see how I feel tomorrow morning. It's right. But the intelligent person learns from knowledge, not necessarily experience, you understand? So this is submissive, this is an aspect of hearing from the Shastra and Guru. They're not looking for experience of the material energy, but understanding it. So this is what Krishna is doing throughout this, and he's teaching the world in this way. Don't look for those things. They will destroy you. And don't try to experience this material world, because you probably won't be able to afford the rehab center. You'll probably just end up on the road taking fentanyl and dying, and then becoming in the animal species because of ignorance. So, he's saying, mentioning self-realization. So, self-realization is attained by bhakti, right? By devotion, bhakti mam abhijanati. By devotion, we become connected to Krishna. Instead of the material pleasures that are offered by tamasic activity, ignorant act, or passionate activity, or the pleasures of even sattva gun, the highest pleasure is attained by anandamoy bhyasat, by connection to Krishna. Yes, we want pleasure because Krishna, the whole creation is for pleasure. But how will we get bhakti mam abhijanati? As I say, if you overcome bhajana kriya, if you overcome anathas, then you become nishta. And you realize that everything is the Leela of Krishna. You start to realize Krishna is in the heart. You start to really get ruchi in your chanting. And this leads to a shakti, and which is attachment and ecstasy, and then prema. And then you're in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, this knowledge is to make us strong in Dhrida Vrata, in our determination. You understand? Because we are in this material body, and it is demanding, the tongue is demanding, the belly is demanding, the mind is demanding position and power and kudos and fame and fortune. But if we understand that these are the obstacles to pleasure, not the aim or not the source of pleasure, then we can become strong in our tapasya. In what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, all the 9 practices of bhakti. So, therefore, knowledge, Vidyavadu Jivanam, is so important to attain, Siddhanta, because that is in itself is pleasurable to attain, but it frees us from, it gives us strength. So we attain knowledge in sadhu sangha, but ultimately it comes from the heart, lolam. We have to have this desire. Because Krishna wants to give us Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada wants to give us pleasure. The whole sampradaya is there. Vedivyas wants to give us pleasure. But they do not interfere with our free will. Right? So we have to make that choice. Sadhu Sangha, right at the beginning, right? But ultimately, even sadhu sangha and even knowledge of the Shastra is not the ultimate principle. The ultimate principle is, I choose Krishna. I choose the knowledge of the Sampradaya. I choose sadhana bhakti. I am determined. And that is under our control. So we have to awaken to that. I can attain Krishna through lolam, and nothing can stop me if that's my desire. And in the Bhagavatam we have Dhruva Maharaj, right? I will attain Vishnu. He was a small boy, Kshatriya spirit, yes. So always remember this. And always remember that if we have some faltering problem, you fall off the bicycle, what do? You get back on the bicycle. A child falls on the floor, he doesn't say, I'm not going to learn to walk, it's hurting my knees. No, he starts, yes, I will attain Krishna. And if we fall down, the mother and father, are they angry with the infant? You fell down on the floor? No, let me help you up. So the Krishna, Gaunitai, Radha Krishna, the whole parampara, but we have to have that lolam, that desire. And that, if we have that, it doesn't matter if we're young, old, male, female, whatever. Why? Because Krishna consciousness is within our heart. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhakabanai Shravanadi Sudachitte Kuride Udai. Swarup, Jivera Swarupoi Nichera. Everything is there, inbuilt to the soul. Just like in a seed. The tree is there already, but it's sleeping, it's dormant. So the tree desires the sunlight and then grows. So we have to think like that. I have everything. I have Maha Mantra. I have the Shastra. I have Sadhu Sangha. If I read the books, I associate with all these great sages. There is nothing stopping me, and I will do it. But why? For the glory of my gurus, for the glory of the Sampradaya, as an offering to them. And then Krishna, because this is selfless devotion. We don't want to think, I'll become a pure devotee so I'll become admired. And I'll get the biggest garland in the temple. No, we become pure devotees as an offering. This is selfless devotion. Oitikiya pratiyata. We want to become pure devotees to glorify our spiritual master, to glorify Gaunitai as an offering to them. So this is selfless devotion. So, now, I read this verse this afternoon. I thought this will be very good. So this is happiness in the mode of goodness. But now in the nectar of devotion, to reach that Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, chapter 1 is characteristics of pure devotional service. So we'll go quickly through this. Now there's 6 characteristics of this pure devotional service that we want to pursue through Loilam. I want to be a pure devotee as my tapasya, my offering to Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So, pure devotional service, if we have this selfless devotion, savai pumsam paro dharmo yuto bhaktir adhoksaje, right? Paro, the pure dharma is service to Adhoksaja, the transcendental Lord. Like I say, Krishna is transcendental. This Bhakti Rasamrita is transcendental. We have to have a conception and we offer this. And ahoitaki, apratiyata, these 2 things. Selfless means ahoitaki, not materially motivated. We don't even want to become pure devotees for our pleasure. At the beginning class we're talking the pleasure. We want to become pure devotees for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna, for the pleasure of Gaunitai. So through intelligence and hearing, that's the correct mood. We don't want some return from our bhakti. We want to offer everything. So, and then apratiyata means kirtaniya sadahari. Apratiyata means unbroken. Not, I'm going to go to church on Sunday and the rest of the week drinking and eating and sleeping. No, the devotee tries to come to the understanding that he's doing one service and then he's moving to another service. He's doing this. He's constantly applying. It is explained in Bhagavatam that Prahlad Maharaj offered service to Krishna and Nrsingadev like a flowing river. It's always flowing. This is apratiyata. Ganga vodam udanvati. Mother Kunti says, let my devotion flow to you, Krishna, just like the Ganga always flows to the sea. So these 2 things, selfless devotion and unbroken. But we should be patient with ourselves because, at least myself, sadhaka, we will have our ups and downs and so on, but we have to, be strong. We have to get back on the bicycle. The child has the ability, in the mother's arms, the child has the ability to walk, but it's dormant. But by help, the child learns to walk. So Krishna consciousness is like that. We have Swarup, we have Prem, everything is there, but we just have to take the help of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, and all the devotees, and not beat ourselves on the head or anyone else if they're imperfect. Because if we beat other people, we will become aparadi. That Krishna doesn't like that. Always offer respect, and then you're respecting Krishna in that person's heart. So, anyway, here is the pure devotion that we were talking out at the beginning that will help you to enter the transcendental realm. First one, pure devotional service, characteristics, 6 characteristics. I'm going to test you at the end of this. Brings immediate relief from all kinds of material distress, right? Distress from the mind, body, senses, all this anxiety, all this kuntha that is in the material world, because we're in a foreign environment. So all kinds of material distress. You see, it's interesting how Rupa Goswami puts it so brilliantly. First, he deals with the material aspect. All your material problems will go away. You become confident. Oh, I'm under the shelter of Krishna. Number 2, pure devotional service is the beginning of all auspiciousness. All right? Now, everything, this is Shreya, Chandrik, now you're living a pure life, you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're doing tapasya, then all auspicious things are beginning in your life. Because Krishna is ready to help you in every way. Number 3, automatically puts one in transcendental pleasure. Number 3, pure devotion. So remember, this is a discussion, Krishna here. We want happiness, we want sukham, we want pleasure. So that is the number 3 of pure devotion. It puts you in pleasure. If you can overcome anartha and become nishta, anartha means regulative principles and so on. That's a bigger discussion. But if unwanted things you can overcome, then you can become nishta. And when you become nishta, you will love to chant. You will love to cultivate the name because you have ruchi. This is the beginning stage of ruchi. So, number 4, pure devotional service is rarely achieved. Brahmanda Brahmate Kona Bhagyavan. There's billions of spirit souls. They're all in Vrindavan at the moment for holy. Coming from all over the universe. But who is understanding Shuddha Bhakti? Who is understanding this mood of selflessness that we tried to describe at the beginning of class? Because everyone is saying, I'll go to Vrindavan and I'll take some bhang and I'll dance in the street and throw chemicals. So everyone is thinking devotional service is a way to enjoy. No. Devotional service rarely achieved because it is achieved by hearing from sadhu, shastra and parampara. It is attained at the lotus feet of the pure devotees. And that means primarily Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Shravanam is so important. Hearing is service. The most important thing for the neophyte is to get Siddhanta. Siddhanta Bulya Jeev Kona. You must understand Siddhanta. So you hear. It's not necessarily you're going and digging up without knowledge, digging the garden. No. You must learn Siddhanta. It's rarely achieved. The first step is to get Siddhanta. To understand Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, to understand the mood of the spiritual world. from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Number 5, those in pure devotional service derive even the concept of liberation, mukti. There's a verse in the Bhagavatam, muktir hitavan yata rupam swarupena abhavastiti. That mukti means to be liberated in your swarup, your spiritual form, which is there, inherent in your soul. So many people think, mukti, I want to become free of it. Just like the drug addict, he goes to rehab. I want to become free of all this cocaine and drinking and fame and fortune. I want to become free. So sometimes people in the material world, I want to be free of this material world. But I want to merge into the oneness of the universe. But this will not satisfy us. The pure devotee who is experiencing the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu never thinks, liberation from the material world is a good thing. Why? Because he's already liberated by his attachment to Krishna. He's already getting the higher taste. Param drisvani bhartate. That's number 5. Number 6. Pure devotional service is the only means to attract Krishna. Now, Loilam, we want Krishna consciousness. The only way you can attract Krishna is not by having a good haircut, or dressing nicely, or having a big bank balance, or having many followers, or offering a big, plate of prasad. The only way to attract Krishna is that selfless apratiyata, that selfless devotion. Then Krishna thinks. Why? Because Krishna, he's the Lord of all, everything. He is Achintya Shakti. He has unlimited potency and power. But the amazing thing is that Krishna, though he is completely surrounded by all these, and Gaurnitai, all these incredible devotees, but if he sees one simple soul in this material world, in the Vishwarup Leela, so to speak, and that person is here's some tulsi in some Ganga Jal, like Advaita Acharya. I offer it to you, Krishna, for your pleasure. He becomes attached. This is the power of pure bhakti. So we must conceive what this selfless devotion and practice it. We don't want to become pure devotees, like we say, for our pleasure or for some status. We don't want to become famous as a big devotee or anything for me. No, that's not. I just want to ahoitiki, selflessly give a little Ganga Jal. And it's in the Shastra, your devotees, right? That if you offer Tulsi Manjari to Krishna with a little water, Krishna thinks, this is the greatest gift I've had all day. He thinks this is a wonderful thing. So don't think that this Achintya Shakti, Ishwara Parama, is aloof. No, he's expanded in your heart. Why? Waiting for you to turn to him. And the best way to turn to him is not, I have a problem, I need money, this is good. But the man of knowledge turns to Krishna and says, here is some Ganga Jal, and I found some tulsis, I offer it to you, Krishna, for your pleasure. And I don't necessarily need any return. So this is what Krishna is teaching Arjuna here. He's leading us to this pure bhakti. Now, before we finish, it's test time. We're all in the classroom. Pure devotion, number 1, what? Pure devotion brings immediate suffering. Immediate suffering. Well, in one sense, the tapasya is difficulty, yes. But what does Rupa Goswami say? It brings what? I'll give you the word, relief from? Stress. Yeah, I'll put my glasses on. Pure devotional service brings immediate relief from all kinds of material distress. Right? Because you're coming out of the material, so Rupa Goswami mentions that. Right? Number one. Number two, pure devotional service is the beginning of auspiciousness. Right? He's turning away from enjoying matter and he's trying to become selfless service, then everything is looking good. Right? Number two. So number one is what? Relief from material distress. Number two is auspicious. Now it's looking good. Because your goal is not matter and enjoying. Your goal is service on the transcendental at Hokshaja platform. Number three, this is what the topic is today. Poor devotional service automatically puts one in sukham, transcendental pleasure. Now, because you're a pure devotee, unmotivated, selfless, you're connecting with Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So number one is what? Yes, you become relieved of distress. Number two is? Auspicious, good. Number three is? Yes, sukham. Transcendental happiness, blissfulness, which is the nature of the. Number four, pure devotional service is rarely achieved. Yeah, there's billions of spirit souls in this material world, trillions. It's rare to get this chance. What's that? Brahmananda Brahmate Kona Bhagyavandi. Guru Krishna Prasadabha. So, number one?
Relief from material distress.
Yes. Number two? Auspicious. Number three? Sukham. You get.
Where is the sukham coming from? Because I thought there is 6 in total. This seems like an additive.
Ask the question later. Number three automatically puts one in. Number three? Transcendental pleasure, bhava, ecstasy, prema is awakening. Number four, it's rarely achieved. It's more rare than winning the lottery, right? Number five, those in pure devotional service deride what?
Even the conception of liberation.
Yes, liberation. I want to serve Krishna. I don't want to merge into Krishna. If I merge into Krishna, how can I serve Krishna and go Nitai and Krishna's devoted? It's from my service, Jivera Swarupoi. I'm feeling my real nature as a devotion. So number one? Relief. Number two? Auspiciousness. Number three? Yes. Number four? Rarely achieved. Number five, we just did? No, it deride merging, liberation. I don't want liberation, I want bhakti. Number five. And then number six, pure devotional service is the only means to attract Krishna. Yeah, you cannot think, I'm a big man, I'll offer Krishna 10 rupees. No. Krishna is the husband of the goddess of fortune. So right, number 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Number one? Yes, good. Number two? Auspiciousness is started. Number three? Transcendental pleasure. You start to feel ruchi. Number four? Rarely achieved. Very good. Number five? The devotees, they deride liberation. And number six? Krishna? Yes, the only way to attract Krishna. All right? So they're the characteristics. So thank you all. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we should practice this pure bhakti, we should study it and become inspired in this way. Ahoitikiya pratiyata. Just remember those things. Selfless devotion, not wanting a return, and try to make your bhakti kirtaniya sadahari, continuous. Okay, question time.
Yeah, Prabhu, thank you for inspiring us. And the thing what I was saying, that this third one, I don't know what is the third one. And there is one more.
That's what today's main point is. Transcendental pleasure. Yes, go on.
Because I thought that there is two in sadhana bhakti, which is freedom from all this material distress, and then it brings all auspiciousness. Then there is two plus to that two in bhava bhakti, which is.
Yeah, you thought. But I'm reading from Rupa Goswami here.
And there is one more. Which
so accept this definition. Read the books. Don't think, I thought.
No, I heard.
Go to the Shastra and memorize these things.
Two in sadhana bhakti, two in bhava bhakti, and two in prema bhakti. 6 in total. And the last one you didn't mention that.
What?
The last one you didn't mention. Instead you mentioned this happiness. The last one.
I don't know if we're speaking the same language.
The last one.
The last one is what? Number 6? Yes.
Oh, so that's the happiness which you said. Okay. So
no, that's not the happiness. Like I said just 2 minutes ago, try to hear from the acharyas and try to inculcate understanding what they say. Don't think, I've got a better idea. Try to absorb their paradigm. You understand paradigm? Their framework.
Yeah. So what I have heard.
What you think you have understood.
No, what I have heard from this Greek succession.
Who? And when? And what Shastra?
This is a seminar on from Shraddha to Prema based on teachings of Lord Chaitanya. And it's highly called.
There's 8 stages in that.
Nectar of devotion.
That is a different topic. This is characteristics of pure devotional service. That means the nature of pure devotional service. Now the 8 stages of bhakti realization is, don't interrupt me, is a different paradigm dealing with a different subject matter. You're trying to mix them.
I'm not trying anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm just telling what I heard.
Well, I don't care what you heard. I'm telling you what's in the Shastra. You understand?
That's all right. So what is the Shastra saying about this? First is to get relief from distress. Yes?
No, this is not characteristics of pure devotional service.
Yes.
Right? So this is 6 qualities.
And the first one of them is kleshagni. Right.
Relief from material distress.
And the second one is sudurlabha. It brings all auspiciousness. Now the third one, what is that? Sukham, you said. Where is that Shastra coming?
Well, Rupa Goswami. Do you accept Rupa Goswami?
What can you quote that?
Well, I've been reading for the last 20 minutes. Number 3 is it situates the soul in transcendental pleasure. By pure bhakti, we become connected to Anandi Bodhivardhana. You say, quote, what do you think do you think I just made this up? And I'm acting with this book.
Well, but I have heard that there is 6.
You have heard. I have heard many things.
That's all right.
You try to understand what's being presented. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Don't, I have heard this, I have heard that. It's all kitchery in your mind. Try to understand the teachings of the acharyas. You understand? And absorb it. It's called submissive oral reception. And that will give you the correct understanding.
Yeah, that's right.
So there are many topics in devotional service, but you must not kitcherify them. You must keep them clear in your mind.
I'm trying to understand this.
Yes. So any other question? Yeah. Okay, let's go and see the arti. But be careful, there may be a lot of chemicals flying around. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you all very much. See you next.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.